What's up, world? It's your boy Canon, man, and today I want to talk to you guys about what it's like dating and what you need to know dating here in the DMV area. Recently, I made a video about what it's like or what you need to know about dating in Houston, and since then, that was about 2 or 3 months ago. Since then, I have moved out here to the DMV, and I'm starting to get my feet wet in this whole dating world. So when it comes to the DMV versus when it comes to like Houston, and basically just talking about dating in general, it is so crazy. It's almost like night and day, and I'm not saying that just to say that. Like, it really is like night and day when it comes to like talking about what to expect from someone who you're in a relationship with or trying to date when you're in Houston versus in the DMV. Is definitely like refreshing to be able to even just know that these type of women and just mindsets of people out here just exist. In a nutshell, what you can expect to dating in the DMV is this. First of all, everybody pretty much has their stuff together. If you move out to a place like DC, you know it's not like a party city, but you know there are things to do, but it's still not, the emphasis is not partying. The emphasis is building a life. People who come out here come out with the type of mindset of like, I want to build, I want to have X, Y, and Z, and I'm willing to work hard to get to it. And because people have that type of mindset, it breeds a different type of woman or a person. Now, mind you, I'm going to speak from the point of view of the guy versus, explaining the point of view of the woman, because obviously I'm a guy. So with that said, what I have learned about the women out here is that they do not mind working and building with someone because they're already working and building in their own lives. They definitely don't mind working and building with the type of man that is out here. For example, financially, most of the women who live in Washington, D.C. aren't looking for the financial means or financial gains from a man. Of course, they want him to be financially sound and set and be able to pay for his own bills and stuff like that. But they're not necessarily looking for a come up in life. Like in Houston, there's a lot of women out there that are looking for their relationship to be their come up. They're in the business of your relationship being the thing that puts them on in life. Out here, these women are already on, or in a short amount of time are going to be on. What they're looking for is a partner or someone who understands that lifestyle of building and being able to provide because of the hard work and labor that you've already been put in. Which also means that, for example, I'm used to the lifestyle to where, I'm able throughout the week to be able to go out and have fun and do things pretty much any day of the week. In DC, it's not like that. They have seasons for everything they do. It's like a reason and season. Right now, we're kind of starting to come out of the winter season. It's like mid-February right now. So we're like in the middle of winter. Pretty soon spring's coming. And everyone's been working though. Everyone's in work mode. So throughout the week, there's really not much going on unless it's the weekend. And even on the weekends, people kind of are in their own little shells and their own little hobbies and stuff out here. So with that said, all that basically means is that you have to learn to pre-plan what you're going to do. You're not just going to just be calling people up or calling someone up the day of and just say, hey, y'all, it's a good day today. I see it's not snowing today. How about we go do this? More than likely, this person has goals and things and stuff. Their weekend has already been planned out a week ahead of time, or at least a week ahead of time, and they're not going to have time for you. You have to basically have your stuff together out here is what I'm saying. You basically can't come out to the DMV with the mindset of dealing with the same type of people that you were just dealing with. In the DMV, you have to be structured. Another thing that is kind of like breaking the mold about like DMV is that usually when you're in a city like Atlanta or Houston or even Miami, you usually have one or two options. Option number one is you find people who are attractive, but they don't bring anything to the table. Or two, you might find someone who brings stuff to the table, but they're not attractive. And that's kind of the variable that most men are faced with when it comes to living in Houston or places like Houston. But in the DMV, you definitely can actually find women who are attractive and who have their stuff together. But I think the emphasis is on having your stuff together, because when they know they're this high quality of women, they're not just settling for less. So you have to be, as a man, matching that energy. You have to be working on retirement. You got to have a nice job. You got to be not showing potential, but actually living in that potential. But don't let that deter you guys, because to be honest with you, in the DMV, it's not hard to be one of those guys, because there are an abundance of jobs that can put you in that category out here. All you got to do is just apply. If you have a decent resume, you can at least get your feet in the door and be able to work one of these jobs that completely change your lifestyle and put you on track with the type of mindset and the type of woman that you're looking for. And so for the guys out there who are looking to settle down, who actually want to find a relationship, who actually want to find people who probably aren't going to be playing games with you, you have a much higher chance of finding that out here in the DMV versus another place like Houston. I know I keep referring to Houston, but this is also kind of like tying into the last video I made. You have a lot higher chance of finding the right woman out here. Now, don't get it twisted. Those women that are in Houston with that type of mindset where I look good and my whole lifestyle is going to be funded to me because I look good, they do still exist out here in the DMV, but they're nowhere near as plentiful as the women that I'm just talking about. It's really like a complete opposite role change of what I was just dealing with in Houston. So only thing I wish is that I could take the mindset of the women here, and if I could put them in Houston, that would be awesome. But the problem is there's not really this type of opportunity and energy that you find out here in the DMV. You don't really find it in Houston like that. Houston, for some reason, seems like it's going through like a drought of like financial opportunities. A lot of my friends out there seem to kind of be struggling, you know, in life. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're not even able to even think about stuff like savings and stuff like that because their job just doesn't pay them enough. I mean, simply put. And so I don't necessarily fault them for that, but I just understand that, you know what, you have a choice though. You can either keep staying in a city like that or just up and leave and change your environment, which is what I ended up doing. I'm out here in the DMV. I first was kind of hating it. Not gonna lie, if you watch some of my videos, I've been trying to get out there. I've been trying to date a little bit, and I've been discovering. And at first I felt like, man, this place is gonna be boring. I don't know if, if this is the place for me. But recently I've been going on a couple different outings and I'm learning a lot. And I'm really starting to like what I'm finding. I'm learning to like a lot what I'm seeing. And I just wanted to spread the message because I don't want everyone to think that the world is just horrible and it's just full of like, women who just want to use men and get money out of them. And as soon as they stop being able to be given things and they just move on to the next man. That statement is true, but not in the DMV. It's a totally different beast out here. And I plan on showing you more and talking more about the dating world out here in this area. So throughout this video, I've actually been sprinkling a few clips in here about what it was like when I went out to a restaurant out here called Smoke and Mirrors. I may make a whole other video on that, but I would have to go back and redo it because I was out with someone and I realized I didn't want to be rude because I wasn't really sure if that person was even used to, someone having a camera in their face while they're actually trying to go on a date and stuff like that. So I didn't get that much footage. Even though that person is also a content creator themselves, I do plan on going back so I can give you guys an actual feel, an actual vibe of the different type of dating places and restaurants that you can go to out here in the DMV. Because apparently dating is like a big topic for you guys that you want to know more about. So maybe I could start implementing that a little bit more on this channel. If you have any questions or you just want to say what's up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to smash the like button if you guys like this video. It's probably kind of shortish, not as long as the last video because I had a lot to say because there's a lot of foolishness going on in Houston. But all in all, to compare Houston versus DMV when it comes to the dating world in the DMV is much better. And I just told you guys why. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.